He is a wide receiver for your Montreal Alouettes. He's also a Grey Cup ring holder and a Super Bowl ring holder as well. So he's been through this experience to an extent, having been on the practice roster of the New York Giants in '07. We get his thoughts on the game this evening as well as on the Alouettes. Let's welcome in number 14. He's been in studio on this program before, Brandon London. Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Matthew, man? How you been, man?
I am well, my friend. Where are you?
I'm in Los Angeles, California. I'm in LA right now.
Nice and warm. Nice and warm.
Nice. Well, actually, it's cold at night here. Not your type of cold, but it was chilly. I'll call it brisk. I won't call it cold. I'll call it brisk.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, wanted to get your thoughts, of course, on the game that just went down in New Orleans, and certainly a 34-minute power outage extended the life of many Super Bowl parties around North America. First, before we get to your thoughts on the game, what did you do in that 34-minute delay?
I mean, to be honest, I was talking to girls.
Good answer. Good answer.
I went to this place here in North Hollywood called Zen Lounge, and they had one of those like little party type things. And during the game, everybody was so focused on the game, but during that 30-minute break, I took advantage of that break, and I went and introduced myself to some lovely ladies. Well,
you had the Super Bowl halftime show, right, to get started, and then this is kind of just like a bonus, right? You had extra time to operate. All right. Let's get to the game. Ravens obviously came out like crazy. Niners benefited from that long delay, and they kind of had a nice resurgence in that third quarter. Your thoughts on the game?
I thought the way the Niners started off, that's the way they started off against the Atlanta Falcons. And I was like, you can't have that in a Super Bowl environment. I mean, you can't have it in the NFC Championship, but you definitely can't have it in the Super Bowl environment. And the fact that they came back, they bounced back. They showed that they deserved to be in that game. But I just felt like the Ravens were going to win it, the whole way. With Joe Flacco trying to prove himself and trying to be an elite quarterback in the NFL. I just felt like it was, with the whole storyline with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and all that, not knowing if they're coming back. I just felt like it was bigger than football, for them. So I felt like they were going to win it the whole time.
In terms of the actual gameplay, you're a receiver, obviously. You had to be a fan of Flacco throwing it deep so many times. Can you ever remember seeing an NFL postseason run by a team that had so many completions over 30 yards? Unbelievable.
You love it. Like, you love it because it shows, the type of, how much trust he has in his receivers. And as a receiver, that's the best feeling in the world to know that your quarterback is going to, just throw it up there to you or, has confidence in you to make a play. It's like, there's times in practice where I'll go back to, former offensive coordinator Marcus Brady and Anthony Cavillo, and they're like, should I run this route? How should I do this? How should I do this? And Cavillo would just be like, it doesn't matter. I'll pick up your angle and I'll just throw it up to you. That puts a big smile on your face right there, knowing that, a quarterback has enough confidence in you to just throw it up and knows that you're going to make a play for him. So as a receiver, I love this game, man, except that last no call at the end. I kind of got a little upset.
Yeah, I was thinking about you. I knew you were going to be on the show, and it almost looked like the ball was uncatchable, though. I mean, did you really think it should have been called? Obviously, we're talking about 4th and goal. Crabtree gets seemingly held at the around the goal line or so.
The ball, it landed. It kind of landed in the end zone. It landed in the area where it was going to just be a remarkable catch. But at the same time, I think our CFL refs have that problem with they just let these DBs get away with too much holding, man. It's not technique. You're not being a good DB. You're not playing good football. You're beat and you're just grabbing somebody. That doesn't make you good, So that's a big problem that I have with the amount of grabbing that they let guys get away with. But I figure at that time you really can't make that call. It's just a judgment call. You don't want the game to go down to something like that, but. I mean, as a receiver, I felt like it should have been PI, but, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
All right, obviously, Brandon, We're chatting with Brandon London of the Montreal Alouettes. We'd be remiss if we didn't ask you about the situation happening close to home here, and that would be losing your coach to the Chicago Bears. Obviously, Mark Trestman was here for several years, had some great success, and now he's moved on, and the Alouettes are certainly going to find somebody under the very capable general manager, Jim Popp. Your thoughts on what's happened here?
When I first heard about it, I was happy for him, but I was kind of devastated. This is the longest I've ever been, with a team, with a professional team, and to coach, Coach Trestman kind of, he grew on me. Like the guy, he's a great philosopher, he's a great mentor, he's a great coach. But as I, grew up and matured, we became, good friends. I used to go in, something was on my mind. He had no problem coming in, let me come in, talk to him, and he'd talk me down some situations, and he would challenge me to become not only a better athlete but a better person. So when I saw that, you get happy for the guy a little bit, but then there's that, okay, who's the new guy? Is he going to like my style of play? Is he going to bring in his own guys? Or you worry about stuff like that, but I have all the confidence in the world in Jim Popp. Just the last 3 years, just the caliber of players he's brought in, just from, bringing guys in, myself or Scooter Berry, or even we brought in David Connie this year from the NFL. The guy knows how to bring in talent. He knows how to bring the groceries in. So I have, the full, all confidence in the world in him to bring in a high caliber coach. And, I'm expecting good things from this team next year, good things from this team.
In terms of, we're chatting with Brandon London of the Montreal Alouettes, in terms of what the Alouettes actually did do, your thoughts on them bringing in another guy to your core, Arlen Bruce III?
Oh, man, I was excited to see that, because, I met him briefly one time after we played them this year at home, and I didn't get to go on the away trip because I was hurt, but I told him that Spider-Man dance, like when he scores and he does that Spider-Man thing, I think that's the coolest thing in the world. And I tweeted G-Roy, and I tweeted Byron Parker. I tweeted these guys, and I told him I'm very excited to have that guy on this team. He's definitely a game changer. He's a difference maker, and we already got the 6'3" guys across the board with me, SJ, and Jamel Richardson, and to add in a dynamic player like that, I think we hands down, best receiving core in the league, hands down. I'll say it, and I can't wait to prove it, back it up this year.
He is Brandon London, number 14 in the Montreal Alouettes, and he'll be back when the temperature is warmer. So, we can definitely say that. You tweeting up in the off-season a lot on your boy B. London on Twitter?
Actually, I haven't been tweeting as much as I should be. This whole move to L.A., I've been here for about a month now. And what's funny is I was supposed to do a reality show here. And they took our phones away. They took our email. They took our computer and internet access away. So for a week and a half, 2 weeks, I had no phone, no tweet, no Facebook, no anything. But I realized that this show was something that, I couldn't do. It wasn't in my best interest to do it. So, I got off the show. And, now I'm going to definitely tweet and connect, with the fans and stuff a lot more because I'm down here in L.A., beautiful women, great weather. But I miss Montreal, man. I really miss that city. I really love that city. So, any chance I get to, interact with any of the fans and stuff like that, then, I'll hop on that. So, now that I have all my communications back, I'm going to, tweet Facebook a lot more.
All right, Brian. Well, we appreciate your time tonight, and have a good rest of the off season.
Has Hassan PK back yet?
Yeah, he's back. He's got 2 points in two games.
Back.
Yeah, 2 points in two games. The team's 6-2.
Okay, cool. I could be a Habs fan again.
There you go.
I was kind of upset about that whole situation. So, okay, go ahead.
All right, take care, Brandon. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for having me on, man.